Welcome to My Fashion Emporium. This is a quick how to get started guide which covers the basics for uploading inventory, creating a party, and then how to process a sold item. So to get started, I'll just go ahead and log in here real quick. When you first log in, you get a status page which tells you what items are available or how many items are available for sale, number of notifications, your inventory stats, etc. This is just a quick bar graph overview of your sales, how-to videos, and system information in regards to what may be going on. So for example, if I click on that, it takes you to the new features that we just recently added. From here, you have several menu items broken down into sections. This option deals primarily with inventory, your parties, sales, and this takes you to the shopper portal in case that you have purchased something. This menu is your account menu, which relates to information about your account. There's two ways you can add inventory to the system. One is you can add the inventory manually, or you can go in and actually import inventory from the various systems. In regards to Bless, you don't actually import items, but you can import your last statements in regards to what you have already sold. Sonlet, you can import also your items sold as well as your current items in the system. And we'll cover that in a moment. If you're going to be adding the information manually, you can skip forward to that section and we'll cover that then. So in that way you don't have to spend time listening to how to import. Okay, to import information from other systems, you're just going to come up here, go to inventory and import, select where you're going to be importing from. Systems will import slightly different, just the way that they're set up. Sonlet is fairly simple. You just basically put in your Sonlet username and password and select what you're going to be importing. Sold items can only be imported once you actually subscribe to the system. There are a few basic instructions here. What you need to do, you need to make sure that all your items are listed, or only the items that you want to import are listed so that the system can find your items to get them imported. For Shop with Me, it's slightly different. Again, the instructions are here. Due to the fact that you have the ability to create your own categories, you need to download those first. So again, username and password and your basic items URL, which explains here how to get that. And then you do the get styles. Once you have that information, this will populate and you will see the My Fashion Emporium styles here and the Shop With Me styles here, and then you'll just use the drop down boxes to match the styles. Once you have all your styles matched up, you just click on import and the system will do the rest and notify you when you are done. For adding inventory manually, there's two different types of inventory. There's new inventory and live inventory. We're only going to cover new inventory at this time. What you will do is you will select new inventory. You're going to pick the style and the size of the items that you want to import. Ensure that your prices are correct, and then you can select the items that you actually want to import. For example, here's a Sarah, then you can come down here and select Sarah. And then you just continue on adding images. So if you have several Sarahs for that same size, you can select multiple, or keep selecting until you have them all added, or if you want to break them out in a directory, and you can select them all at once. So for example, if I wanted to pick these here, you just click on the first one, hit shift, and click on the last one you want to import. Or if you want to pick and choose, you can click and then click the control key, hold it down, and select which ones you want to add, then hit open, and then those items are automatically added. When you're all done adding, you can go submit and done, or you can submit and add more if you're adding more styles. Once your styles are added, then it'll take you to the unlisted inventory, which is all inventory that's in the system but is not listed for sale. So if you want to select a section and add, you can select them and select all and then list the selected items, or if you want to list everything that you already uploaded, you can select the list all items. The outfits are a little bit different in regards to what you may be used to. If you're adding outfits, you want to add all the items that make up the outfits into the system first. Then once you get ready to add an outfit, you'll just pick an outfit. You'll click the size. Again, you're going to select an outfit. You're going to select the outfit image. I'm just going to select something here randomly. And then what you're going to do is you're going to select the outfit items. And those are the items that make up the outfit. So you can select an item here. And what this will do is it will take the outfit or these items out of your inventory, because now it's part of this outfit. So that way nobody can grab that outfit or grab this item away from this outfit. And then once you've added all your items together, then you can go do a submit and done, and that will create the outfit. Now if you delete the outfit, the items that were in the outfit will actually be put back into the inventory, so you can actually sell them again. So it's a no fuss as far as tracking the outfit. Now you can actually just create the outfit like this and not add any items if you choose, so you have that ability also. And that is pretty much it for adding new inventory. Oh, before I go on to the next section, one more thing about the adding inventory. The description is part of a search mechanism within the system, where you can take and put in keywords such as if you're looking for a specific pattern like flowers or bicycles or alien, something specific to that particular pattern. You're going to want to possibly add that information in there, because the shoppers have the ability to search inventory items for currently running parties and parties that are coming up. So if somebody's looking for a specific thing, they may know that you have that item and be able to purchase that. So it may take some time to put descriptions to everything, but it's a mechanism that allows shoppers to search and find specific patterns. The other thing I wanted to also mention was that the system uses quantity instead of having duplicate images of items that you have duplicates of. A lot of multi-consultant Facebook's groups don't allow to have duplicates uploaded. So what this does, it allows you to enter the quantity of duplicates you might have. So if you have 3 black leggings, then you put in 3, and what will happen is as you sell those items, that quantity goes down until it hits 0. And once it's 0, then uh, nobody can buy the item anymore, but then you can use the claim next, which will allow the next person in line to get the item should one of the other 3 decide not to take it. Now that the party is ready, we'll go ahead and we'll do a Facebook party. When you do a VIP party, it will ask you if you want to add all your listed items into the VIP or into the party, and you'll just either say yes, or you will have to manually select the items that you want to add. But we'll cover Facebook first here, since it's a little bit more that needs to be done. So when you select the Facebook party, you get an extra window that pops up, and here you will select the party that you're going to be uploading to. You'll have to be an admin to that group before you will see it on this list. So make sure you're an admin so you can see it. The upload time is the time that the system will start uploading the images or your items to the Facebook albums. Now the time that you want to start that will depend on how many items you're uploading. With Facebook's recent changes, they've really slowed that down quite a bit. So if you have 1,000 items, it can take up to 40 minutes for that 1,000 items to upload. Anything faster will get you thrown into Facebook jail. So make sure you adjust this time accordingly so that most of your items or all of your items are uploaded by the start time. Sold trigger. The system uses sold comments to trigger the pending sales. So if you want to have a custom trigger, you can add one in here. Typical system triggers would be sold, mine. There's a couple other ones that are most commonly used, or if you want to change it up and have your own sold comment trigger, it can be one word or a phrase, which will trigger a sold or a pending sale for the item. So I'm not going to put one in here. I'll just call it and if you have the Bless integration, which is an option, it's gonna and you have that enabled, it's gonna ask you if you want to add it to this party to the Bless, and if you click yes, it will create that party in Bless for you automatically. So I decided not to add that to Bless. So now here, what it's asking is, where do you want those items uploaded to? Now, currently in the selected group, there's already 2 album covers that it found. So what it does is automatically tries to match up the items. Here, the rest of them weren't being able to be matched. So you can either do create album, which is only available for a VIP. Multi-consultant, this is not available. And what that will do is it will create the album, uploading the default cover for your style. If you have a lot of items, if you have 10,000 items, and it's going to be quite hard to upload everything. So to change it up, you can actually tell the system, do 70 items of this style, random items. So if you have 200 of Azures, you can say upload 70, pick random from that style. And again, you just keep going through here. and select the various items that you want, or various Facebook albums that you want to put it in, or create the default. And when you're done, you can click Add Items to Party. Now there's different types of parties, especially regarding multi-consultant parties, and they'll break the items down by style and size. The system will look to see if that's the case and will automatically pick the style and size option if it sees that the albums are categorized in that way for that particular party. So it'll switch it over, and it works the same way as this. So you would just say, it would pick again what goes where, because you're going to have Azure, large, however you need to put them in there. Or you can go by a single item, where you can actually take and pick an item that you want to upload, and you pick the album that you want to put it in. However, with this, the album has to already exist on the Facebook group before you can actually do it manually like this. And when you're all done, I'll come back over here. I'll just do Add Items to Party, and it's all done. And you can do this as many times as you want. So if you add more items, you can recategorize this and still say it. So even though that these two have already been uploaded, I can keep adding, and it's not going to add any more, or it's not going to duplicate the items that have already been added. So it only adds them once, and it checks to make sure that the item is added before, or the item is already in the party before it goes and adds it. So don't worry about redoing this multiple times, because it's not going to add any kind of duplicates. So once that's done, you're all set for the parties, and you can see the party manager here, which lists all the current parties going on. Once you've got all your inventory added, it's time to create a party, which is where you will be selling your items. To create a party, just go to Parties, Add Party, and here you will just add a name for the party, and the start time of the party, the end time, and the time zone for this party. The system is time zone friendly, so when somebody looks at the times for your parties, it will tell the times in their time zones. And then you select the party type. The My Fashion Emporium VIP is a party that's hosted on My Fashion Emporium, basically a link party. This is again a link party, but it's private, meaning that shoppers have to request access to the party, and you have to approve them before they can see your items. Multi-consultant allows you to have multiple consultants having the same link party with all their items in one party. The My Fashion Emporium Wholesale basically is a party for if you're doing a wholesale, and it'll show the wholesale prices, etc. Facebook VIP, that is generally your VIP group on Facebook that you're going to be uploading your items to. And then this would be a Facebook multi-consultant, again, which is a group of multiple consultants selling their items. And in-home party, that is used if you're going to have an in-home party, which is private and it's not listed on any of the search pages. Remove items when shipped. It means that if the item is in this particular party and you ship that item, it's removed from that party from view. Otherwise, the item will still be there, and if you don't have any left, then you can actually or have the system do a claim next, and somebody can be next in line to get it in the event that somebody doesn't want it. Allow window shopping. What this does is allows for people to shop your party on My Fashion Emporium. They can view stuff, but they can't claim anything until the party actually starts. Now, when you have a Facebook VIP or any of the Facebook parties, you will have a My Fashion Emporium link party available as well. So you'll have actually two running in conjunction, and you can direct people to the My Fashion Emporium party if you so choose. And this is just a quick description of the party, which is listed along with the opening page on the My Fashion Emporium party. All right, so again, as I mentioned, once you have added all your items, they originally come down over here to the unlisted items. So from here, you can manually sell items by just simply going sold, trade, giveaway, lost, or just list the item. You can edit the item in case you need to change quantities, pricing, or description, and upsell item, which allows you to add more items, much like an outfit, where you can add items that are a good match to that particular item. So again, you can select the complemented items. Oops. Like so, and add. So what this will do is when the item is shown, when somebody tries to claim it or is in the claiming section, these additional items will be shown as a item that would match nicely with the item that they are claiming, giving you a potential way of upselling the item. Now, in the unlisted item, once you take your items here and you list them, again, you can list them all at once or pick and choose. Once you list them, then the items will be in the listed items section. So all these items in this section here are available to be added to parties, where the ones in the unlisted section are not. So, and again, from here you have the same options as in the other one, except here you can cancel the listing. If you cancel a listing, it will move it back to the unlisted section, and it will remove the item from all the parties that the item is currently in. So it will make it unavailable at that time. The party manager is where you find a listing of all the current parties you have scheduled. If they're green, then the party is currently active. This is the one we just added in this last section. So from here you have several menu choices. View will take you to view the party. Refresh sold comments, that's only for Facebook parties, and generally you do not have to use this. The system will automatically do this for you. However, if you think that you may have missed something, you can run this. Post status tells you what the status of your uploaded items, if there were any kind of errors, or if you get errors, you can take a look and see what those errors are. Now the system will attempt to recover from bad uploaded items by trying to upload them 4 times. After 4 times, if it doesn't go, then it's not going to go. A report, this is a report of the number of items sold, etc. So if you're doing a multi-consultant and you want to know how many items were sold, so you can give the gift to the host for that multi-consultant, you can get a status report here. Edit party takes you back to the same screen that we did for adding, other than you can now change the times around or change the name, etc. Add items. That allows you to add additional items to the party. And again, it's the same thing we already had covered right after we added the party. It takes you to the add items party. So this is what this is. Remove items. If you want to remove certain items from the party, you can do that here. Add to bless and close in plus. These are options are only available when you have the bless option enabled. And so in this case, if you didn't add the party the first time around when it asks you to add to bless, here you can do it again, or you can take and close it in bless. So if the party's over, you can close it in bless. Generally, when you delete the party, it'll ask you if you want to close it in bless, but you can just have the party still listed here, but close it in bless. Send SMS notifications. If you have people that have subscribed to your SMS notifications or have favored you and they are receiving SMS notifications, you can click this and it will inform all your people or all your shoppers that have signed up for that, to let them know that this party is going to happen. And delete, that will delete the party. If it's a Facebook party, that will trigger the delete and remove the items from the party. The clicking on the links here will take you directly to the party. The clipboards will allow you to copy the link to your clipboard. With the Facebook parties, you have two clipboards. One is the link to the Facebook group page, and the other one would be the party link for My Fashion Emporium. So if you just click on the link, it'll take you to, in this case, the My Fashion Emporium link. It tells you when the party is open, closes, the retailer. This is the description of the party here, and then your various albums. With the album covers, these covers or the images are randomly picked from the specific style, and if it's a multi-consultant sale, these items are picked from everybody's items. And if you click on the item, then it will take you to the claim page where you can actually claim that particular item, where if you click on like the style or the size, it will take you to that size or all. For if you, in this case I picked all, and it lists all the items that are in that style. And again, these items will be listed in random order on a multi-consultant sale, so everybody has a chance to be on top. So it'll pick a random consultant from the multi-consultant sale and put all their items, group them together, and list them in a random order in regards to the consultants being random, not the items being random. They're going to be grouped together by the consultant. If you, in this case here, I'll click on that link to get more details. This item here, I have added just some items for to be displayed where I was explaining about the upselling, where you can add items. So for this item, I added these upsell items, and so they're showing up here, and from here you can claim them. Also, if another person has liked this item as well as others, they will show up here as well. So you can see what other people may be liking as well and possibly upsell. Now, should I decide to actually claim an item, you can add, the shopper has the ability to add comments here. request if you're interested in free clothing, interested in becoming a retailer. Show your return policy, which can be put in under your account settings menu. And if they're done, they can claim ready for invoice, let you know that they're ready for the invoice, or they can continue shopping. So if I push claim ready for invoice, now for me, I have a questionnaire for this particular shopper. So you can actually go in here and create a questionnaire. Again, that's under ready for invoice form or message. So in this case, I have an invoice form. So you can ask various questions in regards to this. And when they're done, they submit it, and it takes them back to their shopper. And this is the shopper portal, where the shopper can see what items they've purchased from who, and the status in regards to if it's been invoiced, shipped, etc. Here's the favorite retailers. So it shows when the various parties are for this retailer that I favorited. And liked items, if you like an item and it's still available, it'll show up here. That way you know you can still purchase it. And then you got the search. This is where the search terms or the keywords I was explaining about in the description of the items. They can put the keywords here, and this just searches for retailers in a specific area. All right. So now that we have an item claimed, we'll go over here to our pending sales. And here's the item that I just claimed. And this gives you all the information in regards to the item, the questionnaire, and also a rating. So shoppers do not see this rating, but you can give a rating so your fellow consultants or retailers know if this particular shopper has issues or not. So you can come in here, select the rating, and submit the rating. If you want to see what the reviews are, you can click here to show the reviews, and it gives you the review and what was discussed about that particular shopper. Now that I have I've looked and I decided, okay, this shopper is good enough to deal with, we can go ahead and ship the invoice. There's 3 different ways you can invoice. You can manually input it in Bless or into whatever invoicing system you may be using. In this case, since this is LuLaRoe, we're going through Bless, and if you have the Bless enabled, this icon will show, which allows you to send this information to Bless and invoice. So in this case, we can do a create order, which only creates the order in Bless but does not actually email the invoice. Create invoice actually does create the order and send the invoice in Bless. And this creates an account manually. However, if you're doing a create order or a create invoice, as long as you have all the information that Bless requires, it will automatically create that user in Bless for you. If this is a non-LuLaRoe like Smile or Epiphany, or you're selling accessories and you have the merchant account enabled, which allows you to send, or which allows you to get accept credit cards, you will also have this icon, and again you'll be able to send an invoice, and that sends an invoice through My Fashion Emporium instead, and allows the shopper to actually enter their credit card information and pay their invoice online. If that's the case, then if they paid their invoice, this will be automatically checked. When you send the invoice, it will also automatically check as invoiced. So in this case, I'm not going to send it to Bless, so I'm just going to say, okay, I'm going to invoice them. I can put in here shipping, any discounts, punches applied, or bonus bucks applied. So once I add that, here's the total due. It's going to estimate the taxes. And once they pay it, then you can mark it paid. And if you have stamps.com, you can go in and under the miscellaneous settings here, you see here, you can go ahead and add your stamps.com account here. And this will allow this icon to show, and you'll be able to ship directly from here. So you would just click on the shipping icon and you put in the weight, and then it's going to go out and get you the exact total. So once this goes back to get label, then you can get the label. And that it may not show up because it's not being video, but it'll get the label and you can print it. If you have it set for 4x5 and you got a label printer, it'll directly print it on that. Once you get the label, it will actually automatically mark it shipped and remove it from this section, which is why it's not here anymore. If you have a customer that is not ready for invoice and you want to invoice them, you will have to mark it ready for invoice before it will allow you to pull it or actually start invoicing. Pulled, what that does, if you're using bins to store information, you can check that. And it'll ask what bin number. You can put your bin number in here and submit it, and it'll tell you here that the item is in bin 4. So it's just for informational purposes. But that's how you do your invoicing and billing. And that will be it for this quick start guide. If you have any questions, you can get onto our Facebook group and you can ask your questions there and we will promptly reply. Thank you.